Okay, and can I thank previous speaker? Now, our next speaker is a local councillor in Salford. Her name's Heather Fletcher, and as well as being a councillor in Salford, she's also a key activist within the Muslim Jewish Forum. And I think it's really important that we do get something from that organised to speak, because we've seen what hate can do. We have, history has shown us what hate can do, and it's very important that we don't allow ourselves to go down that route again. So I'm very proud that Heather is here this evening to say a few words. Heather.
Yes, thank you very much, Naila. First of all, I'd like to say that I am always very honoured when Naila asks me to speak at these sort of rallies, and I do think the work she does is fantastic. However, I was going to say I pray for the day, but I'm not religious, so I look forward to the day when we don't have to have rallies like this, when people stand together automatically and there's no need for these sort of rallies. Yes, as Naila says, I am the co-chair of the Muslim Jewish Forum of Greater Manchester, and because of that we organise a lot of events, and many of them are social events where we eat and chat together. And people say, well, what's the point? But at the end of the day, it's normalising things, and the more you eat and chat together, the more people become familiar with each other, and the more you become familiar with each other, the more tolerant you are. And it is being tolerant that we all need to be. And I'd also like to mention that I went to Bosnia 14 months ago, and my eyes were opened to the Bosnian genocide, which happened only 22 years ago. And people said that it should never ever happen again in Europe, but unfortunately it did. That trip was life-changing for me. I really couldn't believe how quickly an integrated society where Muslims, Jews, Serbs, Croats all mixed together suddenly became a disintegrated society. And what was the reason? The reason was people spread a message of hate. So my final message to you today is we must challenge hate from the outset so it doesn't go into anything worse. And finally, it is in fact the majority of the people who are tolerant, and we must make our voices heard above those that are intolerant. And as Anne Frank said, that at the end of the day, she believed people are really good at heart. So we must spread that message of hope in this hour of darkness. Thank you.
And as a Muslim woman,